Hey everybody, welcome back to Craft and Made Easy. Today I will be doing a start to finish demonstration of how to apply HTV, heat transfer vinyl, to a shirt. This shirt is very special to me because it will be for me. It will be me celebrating turning 40. I will be turning 40 on Saturday. Saturday that I'm talking about right now is February 15th, but who knows when I'll post this video. Hopefully I'll get this video up by this weekend so you can see everything, and it'll align to me actually turning 40 on Saturday. But at any rate, I'm going to show you how to create your image in Cricut Design Space, and then I'll show you how to cut it, weed it, and apply it to your shirt. All right, so I already kind of went through and picked out the design. I found a shirt online that I wanted to recreate because that's what crafters do. Instead of buying it, we recreate it. I could have easily just bought the SVG, but it was much easier to just create it yourself, especially if it's a simple design. It's just easier, and then it'll save you money in the long run if you just, take the time to design it yourself. So before I got on camera, I did go through the different fonts, and I picked out the two fonts that I want to put on my shirt so we wouldn't have to sit through all of that, because I have fonts from Cricut Access, DaFont, Creative Market, a whole host of places that gives fonts. I have them. Some places actually allow you to download free fonts. I think Creative Market does. I'm not 100% sure, but I will put the link in the description box, because I think it's like every Friday or it's one day a week where they give like 6 fonts or 6 images free each week. So you can add to your collection that way as well, so you don't have to come out of pocket doing any fonts. And then the font is free. Some of them only say for personal use, so just read the fine print before you download a font and want to place it on a shirt if you're trying to sell it. All right, enough of me rambling on. Let's get started. Okay, so I will need, I'll do this one first. All right. So it's coming up in a squiggly because it's using the last font that I picked up here, but that's not what I'm going to do. I am actually going to use a font called Milkshake. So if you know the font that you're going to use and it's your favorite font, or you just downloaded it and you want to see how it looks, you can always go here. Let me get out of here. You can always click on your text, go to font, hit the down arrow, all the fonts will pop up. Then you go search fonts, and then just type in the name of the font. The one, and typically you don't have to type in the whole name because there's only one name of each font. Okay, so I want Milkshake. So this is how it will look. And then I need another text box for my number 4. And that is the one I will put in. The one that came up that was the squiggly lines, but it actually does numbers in normal font. So you see it has the Allington, just a single cut, and then it has the swatch, which is like the squiggly lines or whatever, but regular numbers. So I don't like this one. I'm going to pick this one. So I like that one a lot, and I think I want to see how it looks bold. Okay, it kind of looks the same. All right, so that is my 4. Oh, I hate when my Cricut does this. It does not move. I want it to move. Why are you doing this? Okay, so the 4 doesn't want to move, so we'll just move the chapter down. So right now the cursive is spread out. I don't like it like this, so I'm going to go to letter space right here, and you hit the down arrow, and it will bring your letters closer together. And sometimes, as you see, it can kind of smush them too close together. All right, so that's good. I think I'm gonna move it up just a little bit. Okay, so you see how the T is kind of inside the P. So if I were to cut that, it would look kind of wonky. So what I'll do is go to ungroup. I will click the T, hit the shift button, hit E, R, and then just move all three over a little bit. Oh, that's the P. Is that part of the P? Ah, I got it. That's part of the P. Okay, so it's not the T. All right, so that's fine. Okay, so it kind of smushed together, kind of good. Let me move that C over. All right, I like that. Okay, so then you just kind of highlight everything, make sure you group it all back together, and then you'll weld it together so it'll just come out in one clean cut. So it won't be kind of jagged and the letters won't look separate. They'll look like they're cohesive. They're all together. All right. I really do not know why this 4 is not moving. All right. Now I don't want to click for me. This 4 is just acting up today. Okay, so you know what? Oh, and another point. Once you weld it and once you ungroup the font, you can't go back up and change the font. So be certain that that's the font that you want. Now you can always hit the back button, hit the back button, hit the back button until you are at where you started to make the changes. But once you weld and once you ungroup words, you cannot change the font. So that is pretty much the font that you're kind of stuck with, so to say. All right, so I'm gonna get rid of that because for some reason it's not cooperating. Nope, it's still acting the same way. Okay. Alrighty. I don't know why this 4 is not moving for me. No, I don't want to duplicate it. I just want it to move. Okay, but whatever. I'm just going to there we go. Ooh, this 4, I have never had a number or anything not want to move at all. Like, really not want to move. Okay, so it will say chapter 40. So it's missing something. It's missing the lips. So what I'm going to do is hit upload to bring an image in. I'm going to browse. I'm going to go to my thumb drive. I'm pretty much already in there. I have it under. And I have cleaned up my thumb drive. Before it was like a hot mess, but I cleaned it up. So now it looks good. I can find stuff because before I could not find anything. So I want this and I want to use the PNG. You can also use the SVG and it'll be kind of easier to bring into Cricut. You won't have to, I'll show you. All right, so I hit here and that was the PNG. So then you just hit complex and it's always easier to manipulate the image if you hit complex because they'll bring out all of the features in the image other than the moderate or simple. All right. So you have to go through this step. And if it had like white in the background, this would be, you would use that second step. I always save as a print and cut because if I don't want it a cut image, if you hit cut image, you can't go back to a print. So if you hit print, you can always use it as a cut. So then you just hit save. And then there's your image. So that is the PNG way. So then if I hit browse, then I hit the SVG. You see, I just skipped 2 steps. Yes, it skipped 2 steps and it just took me right to uploading the image and then just hitting save. So it depends on what you want to do to the image for you to hit PNG or SVG. All right. So I'm just I just click the image and I hit insert. It is coming in huge. So let me decrease my page so I can see it a little bit better. All right, that's still kind of big. All right. Okay, so let's bring it, okay. All right, so I want to do this to be small. What is with this for? Like, it don't want to click when I click. You see, I just click here and I click the 4. Don't want to do nothing. Maybe because it's a number. I don't know what is really going on. Okay, I think I want it like right there, but I think I want the lips to be crooked. There we go. All right, and then I want that right there, but a little bigger. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, so that is my image, and right now it is measuring 8 by 4, and it'll be on a large shirt. So that should be kind of good, but I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger because I want it to be a little bit bigger. I want it to be at least, yeah, 10 by 6, that's good. And if you're not sure, because I've been doing shirts for quite a long time, so I can kind of eyeball and know what size image to go on a shirt, but I always measure prior to making it, prior to hitting make it. Just measure your shirt because you don't want to waste your vinyl, because vinyl is not cheap, so you don't want to waste it. But for right now, I'll just measure it out to be 11 by 6. And that's pretty much it for this step. I will measure my shirt again before I hit print. Or make it, and it goes through the machine. So I will do that prior to cutting it out, but that's pretty much it for this step. Stay tuned for the next step. I did forget one step, and I noticed it when I went to attach the image. So I'm going to show you real quick. I went to attach the image so I can move it around the page a little bit better, and then this little warning arrow came up. And it says the image is too large, reduce image size to 6.7 times 9.2 or 25 or less. And that's because it's saying that the print in cut is too big, because right now it's reading 11 by 6. This will be all made with heat transfer vinyl. So I'm glad that popped up because I forgot to change the lips from a cut and print to just a regular cut. So I'm going to detach this. I'm going to click just the lips, and see right now it's not giving me an error message because it's saying that it is 7.9 by 5.6, and that kind of falls into the guidelines of Cricut to print and cut. But I don't want it to be a print and cut. I'm just going to use heat transfer vinyl, so I'm going to go no fill, and now the lips are gray because I took it off of the cut. But I want them red, of course, so I'm just going to go here and click red. And now I don't really like that red, but I mean, I have other red in the There we go. All right, so I just went to the wheel as I showed you before. Well, I don't know if I showed you in this, because yeah. But at any rate, this is the number. So if you like that red and you always want that red, but you don't know if you're going to hit the color wheel correctly to get that bright red, write the number down. So next time you come back in here, you can just type it in here. Sometimes it'll pull up your previously used colors, so you don't have to do that, but sometimes it doesn't. It can be kind of wonky and do its own thing, so it's just best to just kind of write down that color number. All right, so I like that red better. All right, so anyway, I will go ahead and attach. So it'll just be okay. So when you attach, it did change the red lips to black because it just changed it to one color. So just, oh, see, it didn't even do my, is that the previous color? Let me make sure. No. So this is a good example. So it did not pop up my previously used colors. Like I said, sometimes it does, sometimes it does not, but I wrote it down. So, oh, that's an interesting green or yellow. That was interesting. All right, there we go. So see, ta-da, and just pulled up the red color that I had already. So just to move it around, I'll just highlight it, and just make sure you highlight it to resize easily so everything is on the same page. Just make sure everything over here is highlighted, otherwise it'll just be different sizes and then you'll have to figure it out. But I just wanted to show you that really quick because I did forget to change the print and cut to just a regular cut. All right, stand by for cutting. So we're just cutting the red one. I already cut the black one out. I'm about to trim it down so we can start weeding. The red one, it looks like it's gonna take a little bit because it has like the little grooves and stuff, so this should be fun weeding. Okay, now it is time to weed out our design. So I'm not sure if you can kind of pick it up in the, oh, there we go, in the camera. So I'll do the black one first. This is the red one. You see it has a few little cuts in it, not too many, but a few. So this is really quick how you weed it. I just usually pull up the side like this, and I did trim it so you're not wasting any of the vinyl. This is Siser heat transfer vinyl. I think it is the stretch. Look how easy it is. I love their vinyl. It is so freaking easy to weed. And I purchased this vinyl from Vinyl 651. All right, so what I usually do, I pick up my pieces a couple of ways, or I put my pieces a couple of ways. I do double-sided tape, or I use this little weed thing to kind of pull it up in there. The double-sided tape, matter of fact, I'm just using my tweezers. 1 second, everybody. The double-sided tape, you just stick it right there, and then you have the little pieces right there, and it kind of moves with like an easy flow. And then you don't have to kind of look for the little pieces. It'll come in handy for the red one. All right, so this one is done. So this is the chapter and the 4. So we're done with that one. So I'll just move that to the side. And then you'll do the exact same thing that you just did with the black one for the red one. And I'll just show you really quick because this one has a lot of little sections. So I won't show you the whole thing because I don't think anyone wants to sit through that. Newbie or old head watching this. I shouldn't say old head, maybe experience. Some people don't like being called old. Alright, so the red. Alright, so this, and it's pulling up some of the pieces, so some of it already kind of pulled up. So sometimes I use the little pick, and then sometimes I just use these little tweezers. The Cricut tweezers, for some reason, have kind of dulled out on me. They don't pick up like they used to, so I don't use those as often. I don't remember where I got these little black tweezers from. I think they came with something that I purchased, but they pick up really good, and they're really sharp. So you see how with the double-sided tape, the little pieces just kind of stick on my hand, and then I just rip the tape off and throw it in the trash. With the weeding tool, you can, not the weeding tool, the little, I forgot what it's called. You can put it on your fingers, and then you can just do the same thing, but you'll just pull and drag. I got this little ring from 651 Vinyl as well. And it wasn't that expensive. I want to say it was under $5. I want to say it was even under $3. So whatever kind of works. And this is good for like the big pieces. You can kind of just stick them in there like that. Or even the little pieces. So like I said, I won't bore you to death with recording all of this. I just wanted to show you how to weed an intricate design. Sometimes weeding can be calming, and sometimes, depending on how big your design is or how intricate, because oh my goodness, I did one earlier today. It had so many little tiny dots. I was like, never again. I would never use, it was like a distressed font. Oh my God, I will never use that font again, unless it's on like one letter. So yeah, but that's pretty much it on how to weed. You see how it's coming along there? All right, so I'll finish weeding this, and then I'll be back. All right, so it is all done. I'm just kind of looking over it just to make sure I didn't miss any. There we go. See, I missed one right here. Sometimes the little small ones can get missed. So just kind of go over your design and just make sure you haven't missed any spots or anything like that. And then also make sure there are no like straggling dots, because if you press it on your shirt, you'll press the dot on there. So that's the lips. So all right, so the next step will be putting it on a shirt. Yay! All right, stand by. All right, so it's now time for the last part. This is a Bella Canvas 100% cotton shirt that I just picked up really quick from Michael's. I usually get them online for about, I want to say $3.89 to $5 a shirt from jiffyshirts.com. But I was in Michael's and I saw that they sold Bella Canvas, and I was out of Bella Canvas at home. So I just picked this up. It was 2 for $14 or something like that. So I paid about $7. I think it is $8.99 in the store. But anyway, so before you apply your heat transfer vinyl to your shirt, you'll just measure 3 inches down from the collar. So this is the collar here, and you'll just measure 3 inches down. This ruler is about 3 inches down. Then you would just place your first, I'm sorry, that was my heat press. I had it on before we started. You just kind of map out where you want your design to be. I already lint rolled my shirt. You don't really have to lint roll the shirt, but I just do it because I do a lot of sublimation, and it's just forced to habit to always lint roll the shirt. Oh, I got a piece of tissue paper. Stick to my transfer. All right. I think I wanted about right. Chapter 40. So that's where I kind of wanted it on the shirt. I'm just going to move it because I forgot to press out the area. So you want to, and I just have a little heat press, a little easy press, but you can still use the little easy press if you have a big area. I usually just kind of iron out the area, because if you get any kind of creases in the shirt, it will show up on your vinyl. So I just kind of iron it out, and then you want to just apply heat and pressure to the area where you're going to put your heat transfer, because I was going to say sublimation, but it's not sublimation, your heat transfer vinyl too. And I just move it over. So you just can move it over. And it just goes in the area where you are going to press it at. All right, some people press the back too. I don't. I haven't had any issues with my vinyl coming off, just because I don't press the back. All right, so again, you'll just kind of line it up. And the good thing about this shirt, it doesn't have to be dead center or anything like that. It just, I mean, you want it to kind of make sense where you place the shirt, the stuff at, but it does not have to be dead center or anything like that. Okay, yeah, I can't do it. I'm gonna cut it. All right, so what I'm trying to do is avoid pressing it a lot of times. So sometimes you can lay and press at one time. There we go. And if you do it like this and you try to get it underneath once, then you just need to make sure that this part right here is not touching any of the letters. Otherwise, the vinyl will stick to the plastic versus your object. So. Okay, and then after I said it doesn't have to be dead center, I do want it to have some kind of symmetry. I don't want it to just be looking crazy. So I did kind of move it over, and then I'll just measure to see where that is. I don't like my 4. I think I just want the 4 to be straight. The chapter to be kind of like that. And I think I want my lips to be like that. Okay, I like that. All right. Move that over just a little bit more. Okay, make sure that's down. Yep. All right, so I like it. I like the way it's placed and everything like that. That blue is just some tissue paper. It got stuck to the transfer tape. It won't, I'm pretty sure it will not come off on my shirt. All right, so you can just transfer directly on to, you can put the heat press directly onto the plastic, because the plastic protects the vinyl so it won't burn or scorch the vinyl. Or you can use a Teflon sheet. I'm trying to find one. A Teflon sheet. I think I bought like 5 off of Amazon for less than $6. I don't know. But since it's just the carrier, I'm just going to press directly on it. Now, if I were to do this individually, then I will use the Teflon sheet to cover up the pieces that are exposed, because those might get damaged or whatever like that. Or you could just reuse the plastic and put it on there. All right, enough chatter. I'm going to press this down, and this is on 330 for 20 seconds, because I'm using the stretch vinyl from Siser. which I absolutely love. I've just gotten in the habit of just purchasing the stretch one, because if it's for a lady and she is busty, the vinyl will stretch with the shirt versus just the regular vinyl. It'll just kind of stay there. And I think it costs about the same, or maybe like $1 more. And then I get it from, like I said, 651 vinyl. All right, in this part right here. So the bottom of my 4 didn't press. And I just kind of lift it up a little bit just to make sure you can see the fabric through the vinyl, to make sure it adhered very well. I think I'll just go over it again. I can see right here where it didn't kind of take. And under here, I'll show you in a second. Okay, I had to make sure I didn't tell y'all. Oh, I did exactly what I told y'all not to do. Well, I have to fix that. Alright. So I told y'all to kind of be careful that the vinyl would stick to the plastic. And guess what I did? Stuck the vinyl to the plastic. I want to heat this. So this is a lesson. I'm glad you look. I didn't want to show you this lesson, but here we go. Just show you how to kind of remedy that. So I'm gonna take this one off first, and that's stuck very nicely. And just make sure. I think I got a ruled piece, but I can get that. All right, so this is not, this red didn't really stick down very well. See, my tissue paper didn't stick. But you see right here, it's stuck underneath the plastic. Or it's stuck on the plastic, and my 4 didn't really press down very well. Okay, so let's see if I can get it off of here. Probably not. I don't want my lips to be cut off. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is just slowly peeling the vinyl off of the plastic carrier. It didn't really stick very well or adhere very well, which is a blessing from the one above. I think this part did it though. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. Whew. Child. Okay. So like I said, be careful. Learn from my mistakes. Please learn from my, like I just told y'all not to do it, and then what did I do? Went ahead and did it. so like I said, some spots did not adhere very well, and I want this shirt to last. And in this part, of course, I just kind of doctored this part. So I'm just going to lay the plastic piece back on here. And try to flatten it out. Alright. Let me see, this might be a little janky. Not want to flatten out. And I got a little piece that curled up. Okay. So my lip might be a little wrinkly on it. And right there, that's fine. Okay. Let's see if I can fix that a little bit better. So I'm just going to try to use the pick to kind of, I think it then stuck to the plastic. Okay, that should be fine. All right. Whew. All right. So I am going to use the Teflon sheet to kind of go over the rest of it so I can just press it down some more. And this part was not supposed to be that long. If I did not push that, all right, and then we'll just right here. Okay, yeah. And right now I'm just making sure everything is laid down. I didn't even like set the timer. And you'll know, I'll show you in a second. I like the thermal stretch, but sometimes it does not want to adhere the first time to the shirt. All right. And see that with the Teflon sheet, it didn't mess up the design. All right. Now I do have where it has like little pieces of the plastic in there, so I'll just go over it one more time. Like I'm ironing the shirt, and I'm sure those wrinkles will come out. But see how the Teflon sheet protected the image so it didn't melt, and then it didn't stick, because this is like, it doesn't stick or anything like that. All right, and that's it. That is the shirt. So let me just bring it closer so you can kind of see where you can see the shirt through the the shirt through the vinyl. I'm not sure if you can see that, but you'll notice it here when you can see the shirt through the vinyl. So you can see the thread through the vinyl, and it's a here. And then I was able to fix that corner right there, and like I said, a little piece. I think I had like a little lip tag. One of my dots must have got stuck there, so I'm gonna press that part again. But other than that, that's it. Look at the shirt, y'all. Oh, I'm starting chapter 40 tomorrow, and tomorrow is February 15th. In case I get this this video up late, that is my chapter 40 starts tomorrow, February 15th, 2020. I will be 40 years old. So this is my shirt, and I am very happy on the way it turned out. Even though I messed that part up, you can't even tell that it got messed up. So if you do accidentally put it on the plastic, just kind of slowly remove it, and there you go. All right, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please hit that like button. If you're not subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And if you know anybody that's starting out with crafting and needs a quick tutorial on how to start the design, cut it, and place it on a shirt, please share this video with them. And also hit the notification bell so you can be notified when I drop new videos. All right, everyone. Until next time, peace.